So you have to understand what pressure SoundCloud's putting themselves under to try and understand where this company might be going.
Right.
And who may or may not be railroaded
Yes.
to get there. And that's when we get into SoundCloud Premier.
Right. Now, it sounds great because the way they talk about it is they say, hey, now here's not only a way you can share, comment, like, whatever it is, now you can make money as a creator. But can you really make money as a creator? I mean, there are partners, and I know Red Bull is one of their partners.
Comedy Central.
Jaguar. Sonos, Jaguar. So they do have a lot of very big partners, but the problem is, has anybody out there been invited to SoundCloud Premier? Have you been invited?
I haven't been invited to SoundCloud Premier, no.
I mean...
Indie acts.
Okay.
That have been invited to SoundCloud Premier.
All right.
Acts like Little Sims, Big Gigantic, Gold Link, Black Bear. And we can cut to their SoundCloud pages so you guys can see what you get. Some of the features that you get with SoundCloud Premier is the layout of your player is a lot more custom. You can put your artwork behind it. It looks cooler.
Right.
You know, and to become a member of SoundCloud Premier, you don't actually have to do anything.
No, you just have to be invited. But the other cool thing about SoundCloud Premier when you are invited is the fact that you do get those type of metrics, opposed to just seeing how many plays you have. You can see where they come from, and obviously that's great for an indie artist because I know who to market to, where to play, where to go.
And you also get that with SoundCloud Pro and SoundCloud Pro Unlimited. Gives you those features too. So SoundCloud does provide analytics for anyone if you just want to pay for it. But to actually share in revenue, that's exclusively for SoundCloud Premier acts or SoundCloud Premier partners per se. And those acts get ads on their content, which then generates revenue, which they split the revenue with SoundCloud.
Similar to what YouTube would do with their YouTube ad platform.
But these are only Premier acts. So if your song is played, you're not getting any money.
Nope.
Unless you are a SoundCloud Premier act. And as far as musicians, because that's really our main focus.
Right, exactly.
There is 8 independent acts listed.
8. How many creators are on there?
I said upwards of 18 million.
18 million.
18 million.
Okay, so 8 out of 18 million.
Indie acts that we're listing here. Just creators in its entirety. If you're watching this, you're probably an artist. So artist-wise, there's 8 artists.
Right.
Independent artists specifically listed on this list. This list is from createddigitalmusic.com. This article was published in 2014.
Okay.
August 2014. So these are the on SoundCloud Premier acts from August 2014. Now this list could have grown. You'll only know if you got an invite.
We've done the research to find out what other artists are on SoundCloud Premier. That's it.
That's all we're seeing here. This is an article from 2014. And those are the people who actually get money from ad revenue. So SoundCloud is now monetizing because they've been forced to monetize. Now they're making money. Well, they're still trying to get out of debt.
Yeah. They're not in the black, but
they're distributing funds.
Yes.
To a select few of people. And the other monetized platform is SoundCloud Go, which that money is distributed to major label and their artists. But SoundCloud Go does give you access to the entire SoundCloud library. If you're paying for SoundCloud Go and you don't even play major label acts, and you're not playing any Premier acts, your money's not going to whoever you're playing.
No, definitely not.
Not at all.
It's going to the big 3.
It's going to the big 3, or it's going to the Premier selected acts. Those are the only ways to monetize your music on SoundCloud based off of SoundCloud's website.
It's all over the website. SoundCloud Premier is there. I mean, consistently. Like, you click around and it's like, oh, SoundCloud Premier. Oh, cool. I want to be a part. You can't be. So, why is that on their website?
You can contact them and inquire about it, and they'll probably take a look at your stats and see if they think it's good enough to actually be a member of SoundCloud Premier, and keep your fingers crossed, which I don't encourage. I don't encourage ever putting yourself in a situation to keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If you can avoid it.
Right. I think it
Build something.
Yeah.
Go where you know you can actually maneuver in the way you want to. If you feel like your music is valuable enough to where you feel like you should be receiving some money, if money's being made around here, then I should be getting some too, depending on your perspective. I don't know. But one thing that we haven't talked about yet is the 3-strike rule.
Oh, yeah.
Now, as SoundCloud has gone on this journey to be complicit with record labels and do ad revenue sharing, SoundCloud has had to be more forceful with the Digital Millennium Act, which allows copyright holders to send a alert to a company to let them know that this is my copyright. I own the rights to this. You guys need to have that taken down. A lot of activity is starting to happen with a lot of DJs' content on SoundCloud. And a lot of DJs' content are being taken down. And it's a 3-strike rule. That means if you get 3 of those violations and you can't prove that you own the rights to that music, they'll take down your entire account. This is creating mass hysteria in the DJ community on SoundCloud.
Absolutely.
It's really a big issue because DJs have truly been a bit of a lifeline for SoundCloud because people go to listen to DJ mixes. I know DJs who not too long ago just sent me a link to just check out one of their mixes. At the same time, labels are like, well, that's great that the DJ did a remix to Kanye West, but Kanye West is a universal act. We don't want this DJ leveraging our copyrights.
Right.
We want to be able to leverage our copyright.
Exactly. Even though that DJ isn't even making money, obviously, on that platform, but
unless
he's
it's Premier.
Right. Well, it's true. Unless you're one of those 8 artists. But if a DJ is on that platform putting out that music, he's getting exposure. So if he's getting exposure, they look at it as, well, somewhere along the line, he's going to be making money because that's going to give him more fans, and those fans are going to want to go see them at the show. So anyway, they get cut.
It does kind of create an issue for labels because the thing about it is those are streams that we could have. Why do we want our content being streamed for free, period, if they can only stream it under SoundCloud Go? And SoundCloud's in a tough position because it's like, oh, we have our DJs. They've been holding us down for so long.
Yep.
But now we have our new partners. And now we're in the hole from taking all this funding, from all these series of funding. What do? We got to make the money back. We have to make the money quick. Yeah. Sorry, DJs. Didn't intend to. We'll try to make sure we don't railroad too many people along the way. But if the company doesn't make the money back, the company folds. So even if you like SoundCloud, even if you find this to be unfair, understand the predicament this company is truly in. It's truly in a tough predicament. It's really trying to figure it out. So from an entrepreneur standpoint, you have to understand that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot to deal with. When 8 years ago, you start a website about sharing for a social network, now, 8 years later, you have to make a lot of money because you're $70 million in the hole. That doesn't even count for all the money that you owe your investors. So,
it's a tough one.
Good luck, SoundCloud.
Good luck, SoundCloud.
Well, I think we should definitely discuss the future of SoundCloud and who is in the driver's seat right now.
Right.
Which was very interesting. In March of this year, Allison Moore, she took the position of Chief Revenue Officer, CRO, which, I mean, looking over the financials of SoundCloud, that's exactly what they need, is a Chief Revenue Officer. So who is she? Well, she's not somebody who just came out of the blue whatsoever. She's tremendously successful. But her biggest thing is, are there people out there that use HBO Go or HBO On Demand or anything to do with HBO? Not only did she build up the brand strategy from the ground up back in 2002 when The Sopranos were still on, but she brought them into the digital age and did it better than anybody else out there, and there was obviously a lot of platforms that followed suit. She was pulled from NBC. After she went from HBO, then she went to Daily Candy, that was her startup, then NBC Universal bought that, then she became a senior VP of TV Everywhere, and then she got to SoundCloud.
HBO Go's amazing. That's where I watch Game of Thrones. That's where I watch any HBO content.
Definitely.
The fact that she guided HBO into the digital space means that if you have faith in that, you might have faith in the future of SoundCloud. I think there are challenges with the different nature of the content on the platforms and the volume and the fact that content on SoundCloud is user generated. Trying to organize that and to give it a feel that is as sublime as HBO's digital apps and platforms might be a bit of a challenge.
There was a really good metaphor you were talking about with hoarders, and that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like somebody was sent there. It was like, name Nanny 911, and I know I'm combining shows, but it's like Nanny 911 was sent to a hoarder's house and was like, listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make your house into an Apple store. But there's a lot of shit you're gonna have to dig through for probably about 3 weeks. It's just like, there's so much content there because it was built as a social network. It wasn't built as a streaming company. And now it's being forced to be a streaming company. So now you have somebody who's sitting there going, okay, now I have to make money with all of this? How does that happen? That's why they brought her in.
And she also seems like someone who can actually take on the challenge. If you research Allison more, you might actually be floored and makes you want to work a lot harder in your life.
Just looking at her LinkedIn page, maybe.
It's like just self-deprecating is what ensues after you look up Allison Moore's LinkedIn page. So, what do you think? Are you still gonna put your music on SoundCloud after getting this news about SoundCloud Go, who's making the money with SoundCloud Premier and SoundCloud Go? Are you still gonna put your music on SoundCloud? If yes, let us know why. If not, let us know why. We'd like to know. Let's kind of share our opinions and see where it might go, because if you're not gonna use it, give a suggestion as to where you would go or what you do instead. What's your alternative?
And if you have good experience with SoundCloud, even if you have good experience with SoundCloud Go, we'd love to hear about it. And those 8 artists out there, if you do happen to stumble upon this video, we definitely want to hear from you.
Yes, let us know.
We'll interview you.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm Tuco.
I'm Dave.
Music IDTV.
Later, guys.
Sign out.